Yeah, and also I think that MWT is sitting in fifth place, so those extra points really matter here going in towards the tail end of that game because I think they could have got eliminated in sixth or seventh. So I'm not sure if there is going to be some sort of Tomcat Rat Trophy for the MVR that we have in Series Z when it's all said and done. But he's definitely boosting his stock and coming for Ronnie's spot.
And we are on board with Team Pringles, who do have the scan for us. So we'll be able to take a look at that ring. But oh boy, Team Cruelty already getting into a fight. Moose and Flower got thirsted off through the melee. We're down 2 players already from the rip. As we can go ahead and pull up the ring or swap over to a fight, guys. Let's do something.
Yeah, pulling up the ring would be sweet because then we could see exactly what area it would be in because a little bit of sorting factory is going to be in. So that is going to be more of an overlook circle, actually. So don't be fooled by just that little bit of edge that's going to be in. Easy rotations coming in for the team that landed over towards Geyser. And then expect Team Pringles to rotate in a very similar fashion, either going through Geyser or going through that choke there, too. So they're going to be getting some of the best loot in one of the most central areas, especially on our open day. That is left open by Sentinels because they typically have been going over there and even 50-50ing too and fighting for that spot, which I find to be pretty interesting as intel. On over towards their Lava City grind, looks like they are going to be getting some pretty decent loot. Purple armor onto Metro, and they have a fairly long rotation. Lava City all the way towards Overlook. That's not going to be fun. South State, in their fight, their original 50-50 that they've been getting into, Bronzy takes a lot of damage. You have to leave this one most likely up to Mercy or Pride after he hits a scan.
Yeah, they got vibes right above them, but Mooney with that Horizon is going to try and slow things down using that gravity lift to control the corridor, but it's going to be the full 3-man squad pushing up against him. Goes for the swing in, only connects for a little bit of damage there as Six is getting the first knock over in the fight down at Lava City as well. Ack was just disconnected from his team, playing the angle here, and so now his teammates are bleeding out here as the thirst comes out for South State. Bronzy picking that one up, and oh, the damage laying into Ack, and he tries the bet, but he will go down. Let's join that Cheez-It fight down south. It looks like it might actually already be over. South State taking that team fight win. We're already down to 18 squads, 52 players remaining.
What an impressive team fight there from South State. The way that Ack was a little bit away from his team, I understand the angle that he was trying to do, but all 3 players from South State make their way up the stairs and just burst damage everybody and snowball their way over towards that top hand floor. If anyone elected to go and try to clamber up, which is what they did in the last fight, so they switched it up big time. And if they did do that, Ack was going to have completely free shots. Once he gets those free shots, then he's going to charge. So I do like that thought process, but that's how good of a team South State is the teamwork and also the thought process of sticking together throughout all that is mainly the reason they win that. Everyone's going to go and hit their shots at this level, but what a job and just great teamwork. But now Scissors, another rat, another Tomcat rat cam. It's just him again. Looks like their third player has been lagging out, which is super unfortunate, and also Moose and trolling on that Octane. So we'll see how long Scissors last this time.
Yeah, this is going to be unfortunate because this is a position that teams do try to control right now as we join on board with Pop-Tarts making their way through No Name currently. And, you know, they could be happy that the 50-50s are taking place down at Lava City. That means that gives them a bit more time to work on this rotation path as they're working their way over towards Overlook for now. If they need to, if they get stopped, they can just, of course, play the T1 spot over here for the time being as Impulse took some damage and he heals this one up. But they're closing the distance. And Lucas, he will have the port to try and get them in if they can find a safe spot to play off of right now, as it looks like they are just running up with almost no contest whatsoever. So they might actually just get a free building here at Overlook.
Yeah, a lot of the teams are taking their sweet time rotating right now. So Pringles is thinking, all right, there's going to be a team over towards No Name. There's probably going to be a team on top of this platform. So we're going to have to cross out into the open, which means the blue trailer is a opportunity if they want to go and try to take that one. And then they can make their way uphill. They're also pinging underneath where the train tunnel is, which wouldn't be a bad spot because then you could play down below and then test the waters on the team that is going to be above you if that's going to be the case. But Fury looks like they go for the blue truck option, and I do like this because this is going to be good with caustic. You can lock this down for a little bit of time. Then you can decide exactly where the path of least resistance is while getting in front of all the teams over towards No Name. So good heads-up play there coming in from Team Pringles. Now we see what's going on in the actual Overlook area, and this just screams third party if Team Pop Darts wants to get involved.
defensive bombardment goes down, and so they just back away off this one. They might just play inside the train tracks, and it looks like that is what they're going to do. They were caught out in the open, and unfortunately for them, they will not be able to hold a position inside Overlook. Playing down here means you rarely get any kill points as well. So Pop-Tarts are going to have to play this one a bit passively, but there's another team actually inside the train tunnel for now as they swing on in. They do have the scans, and Impulse can throw that one down, but Stomp starts it off. It's Team Pringles on the other side, and this is massive for them to take them out. Every other squad in the lobby is keeping an eye on this fight on the kill feed here. 2 Thirst now, as Team Pringles are just down to a solo. And oh boy, those are some high highs, and now this is one of the lowest lows for Team Pringles so far, who've been incredibly consistent. 2 top 2 finishes. They just got the win in the last game. They're currently the lobby leaders, and Fury gets finished off. So no points put on the board for Team Pringles, and that's going to allow everyone else in the lobby to catch up.
Yeah, more consistent than this trash Mastiff that Impulse is carrying with this purple bolt. Imagine being right next to somebody that's on the ground. There's nothing you can see besides their head and their body, and you shoot them, and it hits for 9. I just don't understand. I've seen 9s halfway across the map, so someone look at Impulse's Mastiff. Make sure it's not broken. I think someone clogged the barrel or something. South State over here in a fight over towards this Epicenter Hill. This is what we see very often, but it's a Mozambique hammer points coming in from Pride Kuma. Maybe that's the play. Just don't pick up the Mastiff. Go with the Mozambique.
Yeah, the hammer point, once you crack the shields, it does so much damage. It's MPL now making the rotate into survey camp. They are getting shot at, though. Another squad is here as Ronnie takes the damage there onto his purple armor, but it's in here on the south side as Aves taking on MWT. Applejacks looking to clean up some additional kill points. Of course, there were 22 points behind Pringles, so these kill points will allow them to start catching up now, as Aves is determined to find this last player, will chase him down. Does have to be careful, though, playing off against that head glitch. Not quite connecting with his shots, might actually go down. Hits for the 63, finally takes out Davis. There's a little bit of trouble, but they will get that, and I'll be able to run into Geyser for free. Surprisingly enough, Rolgers is still sitting on this white armor, but he should be able to upgrade, maybe. We'll find out off of these loot boxes.
Rice Krispie Treats, don't count them out quite yet. They are looking for action and looking for third parties over towards the side. A no-name Casper takes a ton of damage. Oh no, that's going to be Joey Blackout from Team Cheez-It. The caustic gas is also going to try to zone him out over towards the side, but they have the advantage already, and they're going to be able to get the finish. The res does come through. The armor swap hits as well. The third party coming in from behind. That's going to be a very nice set of grenades, and this is Team Pop-Tarts again coming through. Lucas stops the knock. Sunny has to take the portal, but they should be able to hunt him down overall. There's another third party coming through too. Another scan that's not going to be Impulses from the side. So it looks like they are interested in kind of backing off here and taking this high ground back over towards the Overlook side, which this platform is a super dominant position to be. And you can also get a lot of kills in the vicinity, but you do have a lot of different areas that you have to watch. You could get charge rifle across from the side. You get triple taked. You could also have to worry about the people that climb up over towards the rock if you're going to get crazy, because you don't get sound cues until they're halfway there. So Pop-Tarts is going to back off, regroup, and continue to add pressure on this lobby. But this is definitely a super priority spot. It's most likely going to end over here or a little bit over towards that epicenter side, which is why you're seeing some of these teams favor these epicenter hills.
Yeah, Rockstar getting scanned up, and so they do have someone challenging them here, but they also have to worry about Frag East teams coming in, seeing one on that zip line as well. As Matt Pickett and spots out 2, there's the full 3. As 3-in-1 men's shampoo. The hell are they doing all the way down here? Clinical is just surviving in the ring for the time being. So we'll see how long he can rat this one out. As Scissors, he's just been able to go AFK here. I don't know if he's actually moved at all, as 6XZ gets into a fight up against South State. Never mind. I don't know how much of a fight that was, as they got completely wiped up here at Refinery. So that's going to be more points going on board for them. It's been the slow and steady race for South State, as they've had 27 points now. We'll be able to put up about 6 more in this game. But here in the 12th place, it's about trying to finish this one off strong, as NPL getting pushed from 2 sides, it looks like. Turtle Club coming in along with Team Razor throughout all of that, but it's Applejacks trying to push the squad inside No Name currently. They do back away off of this one, as Aves is the one on that Wraith, of course, trying to get that cargo bot in time, and he's gonna just shoot it down early there, unfortunately for them. Team Razor still trying to control this high ground position on the rocks now as they back away onto the car. As Zero Tricky taking a lot of damage, has to back away. Muffins gets Arc Starred out, and the defensive bombardment will keep him contained in here. He's going to just tank it, but the port is there. Hakilo heads up play, get him in, but Mercy only South State are here to take advantage of it. Right on top of them, Hakilo's the first one to go down. Muffins, Zero Tricky will fall next as they do lose out. And now Rockstar coming in for the third party as well. They're connecting onto the damage, but do they have enough here? They have to be careful. The angles have been set up as Crummy turns around. He's got a Bloodhound in his face. It's going to be Rambo there, Turtle Club, to get that one here as the Black Hole has been used as well. Looks like the res will go off. Crummy getting brought back into this one. And while they don't get the kills, they do survive for the time being, and Turtle Club limp away indeed as Mercy is able to get that knock onto Rambo.
Oh man, Rambo had such great shots, but he ends up going down right there at the hands of Mercy only. All hell breaking loose over towards this blue trailer. So many skilled teams making their way over here. Turtle Club trying to get Rambo back into this one. We'll see if K-Swinny and Nasky are going to be able to do so. Refresh rate still over towards Epicenter as well. Nice shots there coming in from Seiko with 3x. Does he connect on these shots with the EVA 8? That player's hitting him with the strafe, and it's Matt Pickett with the devotion. Is going to do it to him. Now it's just up to Gordo, and Gordo looks like he is not having any of that. He's going to dip out, hit that Phoenix kit, and he's probably going to join our Tomcat rap cam eventually.
It looks like South State clean this one up, and they are the kings of the hills as Seiko gets finished off. South State, this is what we saw last week. Huge swing in momentum for them, where they had some massive games in the second half of our open registration night, and now they're just running through the rest of the lobby. 9 squads left, 20 players remaining. Our Tomcat Rat Cam is going to be pulling in overtime here as Clinical is stuck inside the tunnel now. We've got Scissors, who's been AFK for the last 10 minutes as well, but has secured top 9 for his squad. It's Applejacks here up on the high ground as well, who have forced South State away. So this loot will go over to them.
Yeah, South State has been playing impressive. Applejacks has been playing impressive. They realize the situation here with Pringles being out. It's their opportunity to kind of boost their stock here on that Mobile 1 leaderboard. And now Abe's going to continue to loot. And we've seen what he's been able to do with that Volt Massive combination. So similar situation where they had that big game number 1. They picked up some momentum. They played the edge of the zone. They made their way in, and good things happened. And see what they're going to be able to get here. Possibly a little Kraber. No, it's a PK. Ooh. So Abe's the rich get richer over here. While all this was happening, somehow We the People does take some damage over towards the side. Looks like it was just long range damage, though. Nothing to be concerned about, especially with the amount of armor swaps over here. And it doesn't look like he's going to be running out of ammo anytime soon either.
Yeah, it might have been South State that were trying to find the angles there, as they will just back away from this one. I understand, like you said, the position that are in. This is their opportunity to catch up to Team Pringles, who did go down to Team Pop-Tarts early on. A very, very one-sided engagement for them. They do get tagged up. They do have the double gold armors. Never mind, it's Turtle Club that are trying to get aggressive here, as Nasky will go ahead and use that gravity lift to spot out any teams. K-Swinny dropping down to the low. But it looks like it'll just be another neutral fight here. South State have them stuck inside the gully. The shot's not quite connecting for Bronzy, but they're the ones who have priority here on the high ground. They have them pinned in the low. We'll see. The 10 seconds before the ring starts closing in. Bronzy's going to pop that Beast of the Hunt with the scans out. You notice out Turtle Club there on the low. Unfortunate, not able to hit the shots. He gets shot in return and is forced to just bat up and full heal out. Scans once more before he pops that medkit for his squad. And so Turtle Club, it looks like they were able to get into the train tracks safely here to survive even longer. Understand Turtle Club had a huge game and they were able to come back. They are currently in 4th place right now. We got Applejacks involved as well. South State, the massive game so far. 3 kills for Bronzy. Don't know how many Pride has, or Kuma. There we go. 3 more for Bronzy. And so they are starting to catch up, and really, again, the momentum. This could be huge for them in the last 2 games.
I like this, pop in the battery instead of going with the cell, and that's exactly why you do that, because so much damage could come in over towards the side. Got to use your utility while you have the opportunity to, and I do like the Beast of the Hunt being popped too, just so you could rotate over towards this platform. We talked about the importance of this platform. Turtle Club From the train tunnel, looks like they wanted to get aggressive onto that blue trailer, which we've seen being played numerous times too. But Nasky is going to dip out, and they're going to live to fight another day. And that fight happens a lot sooner than they were expecting. That's going to be inside the train tunnel. So now they're kind of pinched. And it looks like they're going to go and elect to face that other team instead. But is that other team waiting in the wings? They are, and that's going to be a big scan. A Nasty with the grab lift. Is that enough for them to get away over towards this high ground? It is, but then they're going to also meet South State.
South State, they have lost out on one. Bronzy's gone down, and Rambo will be the next to fall there. But South State were able to recover, get Bronzy back on up, and he is going to slow heal throughout all of this, as the defensive bombardment is going to be used as well by Mercy only to slow down the push. Scan comes out, connects onto all of them. Bronzy still slow healing throughout all of this for the time being. Luckily for them, they've got one door covered with that port, so Mercy really only has to cover that angle for now, but it's full building control for them as the ring does pull all the way into Overlook at this point. 8 squads, 19 players remaining. Mercy only has 8 kills, by the way, so safe to say they should have closed the gap up against Team Pringles at this point.
They're going to try to get even more points, though, because there's so many kills still left on the table, and they have the perfect gatekeeping building. You can see with 35 seconds left and the amount of teams that are on the outside, you see Team Applejacks trying to make a rotation directly into them, and there's another team more over towards that southeast side, too. Oh, everybody knows what this zone is. Nice burst there coming in with the scout from Mercy, but this zone is extremely popular. This is the most popular Overlook ending that we have. It's going to end directly in front of them over towards that east-hand side where the pings are going to be going down. But it's all about watching their back here. And while they watch their back, they have to worry about their back too. And there's the knock, the initial knock there with the wingman coming in from Kuma onto Nasky. Over towards the high ground, can they get the finish? It looks like they do, so that's huge. That's going to be one player from Turtle Club going down. Nasky, who had that high ground right there, they were aware of that. And now they're going to be able to focus, as they should, on Team Applejacks. But there's 2 teams, both of those teams rotating directly into South State.
Importantly for them, of course, it's removing that high ground option. Taking out Nasky, taking out the horizon means that Turtle Club are going to be stuck on the low ground as well. South State have this entire building to work with. Scissors finally getting finished off. We're now down to 7 squads, 17 players remaining. Pride getting active with that Wraith, trying to get away from all of this action here, as a lot of portals are going to be used as well from Applejacks now. He's going straight into another squad. Does have that bin to work with as Applejacks finds the kill onto Clinical. K-Swinny will be the next one to get finished off. Pride with that PK. We the People has gone down, and now it's going to be Kimchi to pick up Aves. Applejacks, everything falling apart for them as they go down in the top 5. 4 squads remaining. It's full squads as well. Depression holding this position here as they are basically in the center of the next ring as well. So nice spot to try and hold. But it's going to be a little bit difficult for them as Kimchi taking a lot of damage, backs away into the building. That's going to be down to the neutral game now, as we've got a minute to go before this ring starts closing, but all of our squads have found a position inside the zone that is fairly safe.
Yeah, if we go back on over to Mercy only and their positioning on that side for South State, they have the dominant spot on top of this jungle gym. The team underneath the jungle gym is also in a pretty good position too if they're able to lock that down, because it will end directly in front of them. And they'll be on the slow side too. So this will be a great position to be in for Team South State. They have the players over towards the bottom of the yellow containers, but that's not really where the focus is going to be. That team most likely isn't going to push up. You have to worry about these teams in the houses and then make sure that nothing crazy happens over towards the side. Everybody is spotted out now. We can see 2 teams, 1 in each house, and then 1 team directly behind them. All full teams here. So this could be the game for South State. And this is what they did last week too, Jamerson. Their final 2 games were phenomenal.
Yeah, Depression, though, might be the biggest issue for them. They have some angles. Kimchi still holding on to a sniper here in the late game. And it's Lonely Fans who are trying to push up. They do have the cover of the rocks and the fence to work with, and so they're able to make it out of their building, and they should just be inside the zone. As the scans come out, they will be able to hit everyone throughout all of that. Here comes, and it looks like a thermite, but it's Team Pop-Tarts here on the low ground, and so they can wait it out. Wait for the teams on the outer edges to fight first. Try to secure a higher finish at this point. Team Pop-Tarts currently sitting in 11th place with 19 points, but now here they are in the top 4. Messiah gets a knock onto Blueberry Smalls. So this is what they want. They want these 2 teams fighting currently, as Depression are looking to try and finish this one off. do have all the gas getting popped for right now, stopping them from full committing onto this squad. They've got a minute to work with too to try and finish them here. As we've got the cross angle being set up, defensive bombardment has gone down on top of them as well. Messiah able to get the knock on to Stanky. He will fall for his efforts as Blight comes in to try and clean them up. Now we're down to our top 3. Depression though, losing out on 1, but Pop-Tarts don't want to push out. Neither do South State throughout all of this, but they do have the Wraith right outside. This is a dangerous position. I don't know who's doing this right now. This could be the throw. We'll see him backing away from this one though.
This could be a throw. Yeah, that was a throw. Absolute psycho play by whatever rate that was. And very heads up to back off right there. But South State understands this circle. We've seen this one a million times. It ends directly on those stairs, right in front of them. And that's why that team on the low ground, Team Pop-Tarts, has been sitting there the entire time. Not surprising that our 2 more experienced teams lock down the final positions here. And it looks like Bronzy has made his way up towards this high ground too. So he's going to be a nuisance to deal with as this ring closes in 10 seconds. Then again, it'll be a minute and 30 to a minute and 40 seconds before it actually closes directly on where that orange line is going onto the top of the stairs. So the team over towards the side is going to have to expose themselves, and don't be surprised if both South State and Team Pop-Tarts end up focusing on them, and it's just a straight up 3v3 after that.
You can see Pride trying to keep an eye on the back stairs, make sure that Pop-Tarts do not climb up on them. Bronzy with the high ground angle will pop that Beast of the Hunt here, so he'll allow the additional scans to come out early on, and he spots out the 2 Pop-Tarts member trying to peek out from the stairs. Hits connect with that R301, got the anvil rounds in it as well. Again, more scans as he's trying to slow play this high ground position. The jungle gym is full up. There are no more vacancies there, so it's going to be a 3-level finish. It's really about who drops down first, and at this point, Pop-Tarts might be able to slow play this one and win this one out. We'll see, though. Depression sitting on all red armors with the Evos here will be in that middle position. And so if Pop-Tarts come up, if South State come down, they will be in that sandwich. Again, slow playing this as much as they can as the defensive bombardment goes down as well. Walking this one in with the ring. It's about who makes the first mistake.
Exactly. Everyone playing this one phenomenally. You see the 3-layer cake basically happening. Eventually, Team Pop-Tarts is going to have to make their way up to the top of the stairs. Nade just being cooked here from Impulse. Looks like he wants to toss this one perfectly on top of the teams and also hit the scan at the same time. Not able to hit the hit markers right there as that one is going to land. And here's the opportunity for Team Pop-Tarts. They have to make their play here. Expect bubbles on top of bubbles on top of bubbles.
Yeah, the first peek out. Lucas gets the knock on to Strictly. There's the bubble out from Stomp. Says it's going to be a full team fight. Messiah will be able to pick up 1. Bronzy goes down as well. Team Pop-Tarts still have 2 up throughout all of this. And it looks like South State will be the 3rd team out. Pop-Tarts get the win here in game number 5, slowing down the momentum of Team South State.